Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Zunbil, the Turco-Hephthalite series here on the Lord Master channel, in which, as you know, as of this recording, which I've recorded it obviously a couple of days ago, and this video is posted on Monday, March 4th, yes, March 4th, which on that particular day, the newest DLC for Crusader Kings 3, The Legends of the Dead, has been released, in which obviously in this playthrough this is still the old version, which I'm not going to change that anytime soon until the series is finished. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, I do not plan on starting a new series featuring that new DLC. I will actually wait until the next DLC that comes after, that comes out during the third quarter of the year, which is part of me of wanting to take a break from doing Crusader Kings 3 videos for the time being. Not to mention that personally, because of what's coming in the future, I would feel, a little bit spoiled on, on some of the great new features that'll be coming to the game. I mean, as much as I like the idea of, legends, epidemics, legitimacy, that has come for this newest DLC. But in my free time, I'll still be playing Crusader Kings 3, just not recording. So that way I can get familiar with it and, just get used to these new features before you even think about considering a new series. Which, of course, that would take a whole lot of practice whenever we get to that time. So it's not going to be until, I'll say, late summer, early fall, we don't know, of when I'll do the next CK3 series after this one. But we still got a long way to go for this series here, because obviously the major goal here is to restore the Hephthalite Empire. You did it again, just like the previous episode, Lord Master, where you have to, that we have to get all these areas to form the Hephthalite Empire in this outline. We already have half of Khorasan and most of Kabalistan except for this one, which we plan on fighting Vassalization wars to get to, all of these things here. Yes, Vassalization wars. For all the little, entities down there. And perhaps you too. The exception of that. And we'll hit the big, invasion against the Gujar, which they hold, almost all of Punjab. Which, matter of fact, they don't even have another duchy. I mean, if they could. Well, this is the title that was from there. It just hasn't been usurped. So they could form the Kingdom of Punjab. So, let's get started with a few vassalization. We're starting with Chitral, the one area that I'm afraid of to fight against for many years. But since we have made great investments to expand our military, especially in men-at-arms, that most of our troops, especially the large numbers of Pamir tribesmen and pikemen, they're much suited for combat in the mountains. While we have the Asawira, which is, like Courtiers to be exact, because I don't give too much description. Ranks of the Asawira are composed of Iranian nobles skilled with both lance and bow, now restored as a military force. They stand ready to assail the enemies of Persia, or in this case, the enemies of the Hephthalite Kingdom. And we do have the money that we can afford a long war if we're ever to come to it. But this will not be long. We're just going to be fighting a few short wars, small wars, before we turn our attention north towards the lands of the Sogdians, mainly Sogdians, of what is left of Transoxiana. Because obviously, fighting a vassalization war would be too big, because there's too many counties to force vassalize. Because of course that may require, you know, conquest of the whole duchy. Oof. Yeah. You have to make do with all this. And I'm sure in future I'll be sure to make more investments on to improve the local economy, especially the development of our capital, our new capital. Because look, as we're getting bigger and bigger, the best developed place is actually in Merv. Secondly, in Makhara. But sticking with Balka, because this was the historical capital of the Hephthalite Empire long ago. This will be a great and grand place, you know, one day. Perhaps rival even Isfahan, or the more developed regions of northern India in the Indo-Gangetic Plain. So, as I said, last chance. Even if we're allies and even if I befriend you, you are of an isolationist culture and of a different faith, and plus you're paranoid and all these other things. But I still would like to have you as a vassal because you'll be useful to me someday. But one last thing before we look that up, before we start a war. Go more towards antagonistic and the gas spell cost will be much reduced. Because knowing that I'm going to be spending quite a bit of prestige to start every single one of these wars. These wars of conquest. But this one isn't conquest. We're going to vassalize him. And these next couple of ones will be all conquest, and I will give all these lands to him. Just to show that, hey, you're going to be a much valuable vassal to me. Maybe vastly inferior but with the amount of troops that he has versus ours, and the amount of gold. Might have mercenaries. But I am confident in our abilities that we can defeat him. So, alright, let's get to it. None of us are commander traits. 4 months? 4 months. Praise Zun. Adit has given birth to a perfect little son. Artasura. Artasura. I like the sound of that. Again, old Bactrian sounding names. Look, may hire mercenaries. Yep, they just hired a couple. Told you, we're going up to their home turf and we may get our tails kicked. There's also a holy warrior, so be careful. This may not be an easy one, as far as the fight is concerned, and may hire more mercenaries. Who are they anyway? Captain Samgal, Company of Sogdiana. Aha. So let's get together in Lamgan. We're going to be there in 6 months. And hopefully by the time we get up there that it doesn't become winter. It's the worst place to be in, but we gotta get moving. And look at the, the expenses from raising those armies. If I want to, I could, expand a little more of the numbers of the Essaouira. But wait another year and then we'll begin to adopt horse breeders. And we have to wait another couple of years for that tradition to be made official. Well, you've expanded again. You took this part. You're my most powerful vassal now. A wild wolf was spotted wandering near where I live. It does not appear to be in immediate danger to anyone, but no one knows what to do with it. Whenever I'm nearby, it seems to stay back and stare at me with a serious expression, as if it were showing some sign of respect. Or my soldiers chased it away to danger. All together now. So, you'll be there in 40 days, for maybe up 37 days. So that means I go up here first. You cover us. We'll probably win. Which will be up there in 3 months in October, just before winter may start. We have a small hill fort. Stalwart defenders. Is what they are. At least their commander is not a rough terrain expert. Beyond the reach of the eagles. Defender advantage. Swords for hire they are, huh? Again, they're not related to the Pamiri, but you get the idea. News has reached here that my very special guest has met his end is soon bitter, but sooner expected. We shall mourn his death and call the feast to respect his men. Well, that's a murder feast. That tends to happen. I mean, I didn't do it. It's just this damn bug in the game. Oh, hang on. No, not the raid. It's just I saw something pop up that I would have to, read whenever I get the time. Oga's nomads from the frontier lands have come to play before me. They seek to settle in Nishapur as my subjects. offering their loyalty and expertise in battle in exchange for resting in my great shadow. Their desperation is obvious, with nowhere else for them to go. Refuses to request will inevitably lead to conflict. Atabek, Musil of Seljuk nomads. They're Shia ogres. Oh my goodness. Exalted warrior. I mean, the land that my vassal holds is too much. So, yeah, that would do. I'd be willing. I'll be willing to give it to them. Nishapur, that's over there. We don't have all of it, but this will be your home. So as long as you answer your liege's call, Nishapur shall be yours. And he'll change his government to clan, and he'll become loyal. And as a large army gathered in Samarkand, over there. We'll have a mutual alliance, and a cultural acceptance between us grows big. So this is a new beginning. So, Shiva, my courtier, frets all through the day, evidently attempted to find the right words. At last, to make our way to dine, she began sheepishly. My liege, they say Satrap Kirgoman, your vassal, takes further claims on your lands more seriously each day. Talks openly of the illegitimate Shalabalk, who mainly usurps rightful lands and revenues. I shall write to him at once. No. He's of an old. And plus, he has that land that I would like to have, personally. So I'll say, ha, that venomous scullion. I'm in no mood to start a little war here. Claims are coveted. And also, I'd like to meet the new owners. Strength is similar to mine. Look at that. Oh, the allies' strength, that's me. While I'm talking about this. Had I gone to war against him, this would not end well. But at least that'll take a chunk of the land off of him. So he doesn't become too powerful. And with the alliance negotiated between us, he'll be a great ally. Also, he's coming from up there. If he makes it all the way down there and get to his new home, then good. How many pets do I have currently? Would be wise to sway him. Maybe he'll be a Zunist. The Ogos are a warrior culture who are horse lords. All swords are higher, only for the strong. They are truly a warrior culture that we can respect. And also, it's great. Now it's a whole nother vassal to watch over, as we're about to gain this one. As my realm faces warfare, I'm drawn more and more into the planning of the whole operation. I can overrule any other opinion of my own servants, thanks to my status, at the cost of prestige among my vassals. In a certain day, it would be better for my knowledge of military matters to do and test things my way. My behavior is also a double-edged sword. listen to everyone. It would be great. I'll focus on my prestige just this once. We're gonna take a beating while we will fight to get this place. Brings a brown nightingale before me. Been around for a long time. Yeah, sure, give me a nightingale. I may have to gift it to my new vassal. I crouch for some new nightingale, carefully stroking his brown feathers. I realize I have to give him a name. Name him Pet. Hey. Hey, Musa, I got a gift for you. Next time we can choose what pet you want to give away. Here's my pet nightingale, named Pet. You gained some opinion up. I like me. Plus, I got a cat. I don't want to eat that bird. Here we go. Things are about to get ugly. Look at that advantage. Combat started. You know what? Slow it down that game time. So that way we could read better. They have the advantage. But our superior numbers are going up. Not right, does his name. Oh, gee. Or should I attack him? If I wound him, then this has no immediate effects. Also, there might be a chance to win. Look, we may have the numbers and we're having routed casualties, but eventually we'll overcome. Hopefully. Cutting through enemies with ease, I find myself picturing my foes like demons, the unclean that I must smite with holy power. Is this just my imagination? Is it just adrenaline, or fear, or some kind of combination of the two? Either way, it feels real to me. I am being shown these demons as a message from the heavens, telling me to use my divine will as a means to strike the enemy down. I continue fighting with vigor and holy strength as I thunder towards Narendra. Taste my blade. It's gonna kill that man anyway. This might be unholy. Well, now they have a huge advantage over us, but we'll overcome. Killed another one of theirs. Killed another one of theirs. So I'll swipe them, because I'm brave. 89% chance of success, 10% chance of failure, and I may get wounded, or even escape. Nope, got injured. But I'm all better, thanks to the physician. Captured one of the mercenaries. We'll have this place in no time. I told you, it's about time that these people have been put into place. And no wonder why nobody wants to attack them, because they've been accumulating so much money that They will use it to hire mercenaries any chance they'll get, but that is why they're going to be my vassals, and I'll do appeasement politics with them. My wife, Madita, has a habit of burning Espan seeds to ward off evil forces. Now she claims that my concubine, Chet, has cursed her with the evil eye, and stolen her supply of Espan. Chet, of course, denies all knowledge of this matter, but Madita seems completely focused on acquiring new Espan to rid herself of the supposed curse. My lord, she begs, a Magi told me about a sacred mountain in a county of Canonis. Only there does the best Espan flowers bloom. You must send them for me. Ob's a good woman. I will send my high shaman Ob to get it for you. 92% chance that she finds the sacred Espan herbs and loses Jinx, and 7% chance she fails in her quest and she'll be exhausted, and my wife will be melancholic. Found it. I step out of my tent and rub my eyes. The siege camp sprawls up before me. A maze of tents and log palisades. Flags flutter above the throng. The work endless. The earth a morass of mud and bodies. The air is foul and musty beneath the canopy of tops that cover the tents. The sweet scent of horses and sweat and littered mingled with the mixtures of blood and dried shit that cake our boots and cloaks. My loyal retainers approach the forms at the siege center. I gather my bodyguards and head to the edge camp. The Dama of Chitra, not Chitra, stands before me. A charred, uncharneled heap of rubble and bodies. In the fields between the dead and dying lay palm. Wounded men beg for water. Burnt bodies lay at the ends of sharp steel. Mangled beyond recognition, perhaps deserving that mercy. Grieving widows weep in their doorways, and barefoot children shuffle amid the rumble. Well, I don't want to make the local ruler mad of what I'm about to do. But if these two are going to like it, then I can say, shut your mouths. Doing that simply for the sake of it. Just a prisoner. So now you're my vassal. You and I are gonna get along together. Hopefully. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Time for me to travel home. Gotta go around the mountain. And all I could say to you is, hey, sorry, it's just business. Maybe I should learn your language one day. Oh, and another thing. Just to please you, since you are feudal, you shall have your religious rights protected. Yeah. That's just a little bit of a piece of politics here. And let me assign you to The correct taxpayer, yes. Or no, because they're not clan government. We know he is. Whereas clearly you're not clan. Wrong government type. And you want the seat on the council? Who do you think you are? But you do have value. Yes. You may be a powerful vassal, but obviously there's very little room. And of course, there's such a command. Damn, there's just no room for you, talented lot. And plus, you're similar. Okay, we have no choice but to compromise here. You're the new steward. I'm gonna let you be in there. I'm gonna put you there. Even though you're my rival, and you want bulk, that's another reason between you and us. And I'm sure you probably want to do. Well, I'm not going to do that. Because, you know, we'll be going up to Pamir soon. After we do a bit of rest as I travel back. He's a feisty one. Remember that. Let me get faction form. Disillusion. Pay you 100 and he'll get over it. Go ahead. We can make that money back easily in a couple months. Thank you. Frickin' plant life. Independence? Come on. What do you think you're doing? Back home. Okay. Just this once we'll hold court. Maybe I'll get lucky with the event that'll deal with factions. As soon as it's our turn to speak, the agitated woman in front of me screams, "The end is nigh." The signs are clear and everywhere. The people of the Mazapanate of Dalgan know too well. Disorders, bandits, thieves, violence, and the disappearance of justice among them. The world as we know it is about to end. There's only one way for us to be saved. Purify your heart by purifying your body. Salvation can't be reached with a heavy belly. So repent now, and the day is nigh. Not a good idea. No, nonsense. Burn this raving heretic. Emperor's man stands for me, informing the court of this plea. The recent war took a toll on the countryside, and we're not sure who the culprit was. But they looted an important cultural site to us, Pamiris from Mujan. Please, we beseech you, spare some of your resources or we can see it restored. A peasant ends the course of a clumsy bell, a clear indicator of their lowborn status. But we're nice to Pamir. guess you'll sure have the necessary funds for the restoration, just to keep up the cultural acceptance between us. In a brief moment of silence, I say, "For Jim, what?" Biting his lip before realizing it's his turn to speak. "My liege," he says, giving him some precious time to find our thoughts continuing. "Smiles and laughter are the great indicator of a lively court. Thus I have a suggestion for someone who could make a great jester to entertain us who would come visit. My liege, may I, if I may," Agbad Sart speaks of a silence. "A jester would ruin the sophisticated air of this court, and our places are filled with crude and infantile humor." Perhaps I'll look into it some other time. Business is done. That reminds me, is it time? Yes. Okay, remember, horse breed is what we want. So in 6 years, which means in 968, we'll have horse breeders, so that will reduce the maintenance costs for the archer cavalry, which I do plan on expanding in near future whenever we get more funds for it. This is to reflect, the return to our roots from the former Hephthalites back in the day. So for now, we're in a period of rest to not only reinforce, which we fully did. It's just we need to afford another short war. Nauseating meal. Likes my cat. This one's another Dorada, but Theravada Buddhist. Advantage of Mount C. This is why I want them to keep the faith down there. You may be an isolationist and independent-minded person, but oh boy, Nana lives. And of course, under equal succession, these titles are going to be distributed. You're going up the mountains, boy. And the girl will have Kapulistan as its Benebshin. While Spitamana gains, the kingdom of the Hephthalites. So I was looking through various records and stumbled upon an old survey of tax farming in Mapan. No, I braced myself for bad news. My tax collectors and dogs seem more eager than we. I found out, she continues, that Karval Saman of Mapan is in the habit of surreptitiously deducting significant amounts from taxes and censors. I suggest we imprison him at once, unless we send a signal to the other siders that we tolerate this behavior. However, there's a complication. He is quite a capable administrator and popular with the people both in his own holding and all of Zunbilistan. I sent some men in the night and to nail to the cross. My cruelty was rewarded. We got them. In 10 months we get to hunt again, as I've been doing this habitually. Who dares? You decide to declare war of independence just outright. You bastard. You done made us mad. He's independent-minded. Well, looks like you got your job back. He was out of the independence faction and all of a sudden he just does it anyway. Is it because of his culture? Which one would think may have increased the likeliness of an independence war? Alright, I was going to respect this religion, but I guess not. Maybe you should have it after all. Here we go again. So, got up to Pangaea. Because they know they're going to go on the offense towards Cabal. Still has his mercenaries. And this is a defensive war, so vassals will not like me. That, well, I don't know, vassals will respect me because we know we're defending ourselves. Ah, yes. The mighty bull. Look at you. Even on the mountains isn't your birthday, but damn it. We'll get him. Okay, next time when we take Chitral again, we're gonna loot it. Kind of makes me want to reset perks so I could get rid of these two, but the swaying thing really helps, you know, with getting all these vassals along. Max learn language scheme. Let me learn your language while I'm at this. Just for future reference. My horse charger is now gone. Yeah, you're in my turf now, so we'll have the defender advantage over you. And after we defeat you, then we're gonna go up there and beat you again. But do not worry, we have the mighty bull on our side. Even though he has a sweaty stench and had a nauseating meal. But nevertheless, be loyal. And probably convert him to Zunis just to make him stay on his good side. With his coming of age, my tuition of Spitamana is at an end. Even as a child, Spitamana, I've always had a way of words, is therefore unsurprised he's taken well in the study of diplomatic relations. With an excellent grasp of all manners of etiquette, and understanding of all kinds of entertainment, and the eloquence to go with it, he'll have little trouble navigating life at court. But Heb Shinmadita's contributions to a Spitamana's education cannot go unmentioned. Her guidance has helped the child reach even further than I could have alone. A charismatic negotiator, and a formidable banneret. So the formidable bannerets led troops that fought bandits even before their majority, battle-hardened into a determined combatant. So you're in the army now, son. Well, not yet, anyway. Because we still have a few knights, one of which is you, son. Gather up, everybody. Okay. March to there, and along the way, defeat them. You're very perceptive. We'll catch them. The bull is here. We got him. Don't have to march all the way. Now go back again. I ought to punish you for this. Tell you what. I'm gonna recruit you. Let's just try this little experiment, since that one was too rebellious. Which I'll have that title revoked off of you. Give me a moment. Yeah, lost all the stress because I'm vengeful. Terrified. Good. We just need someone more submissive. So you'll be the new owner here. And plus, that'll continue with the culture exchange between us Doradas and the Turco-Hephtalites. Yeah, I know you're angry and all this. But at least your clan this time. So now, you're a new taxpayer. Which, with the Mukata status, you'll probably respect us a little more. Just a little. I got my eye on you. There's room for you in the council yet. Why didn't you tell me that you were one of those great guys? But then again, the man is just better at it, just about everything. Eh. But you're not a power vessel, so that doesn't matter. Everything should stay as it is. Book again. You know what? Switch over. Swap it. That's better. Even better. When he likes me well enough. Well, he's pretty well learned, as compared to me, who isn't as much. I would love to increase the bow straight path further, just for small health boost. And especially the idea of that big benefit that it would give me regarding the army gold maintenance cost reduction if I were to do more of that. You, get out of here. Dismiss concubine. Get out of here. Fearless empath. Black sheep of your noble house? She's good jotty. I'll make you concubine. They won't like it, but she's compassionate. But her arrogance is probably supersedes that. Very bold, but very compassionate. So be careful with her. She's feisty. One would think, huh? While meanwhile trying to learn the language of this people there, so they can like me a little more. Oh, and of course in my free time I'd like to go hunting again. But first, and so the Shah's discussed with the lords and ladies of the realm council. Meanwhile, this proceeded to. I looked up, startled from the Nuristani book, only to notice the flesh out bleeding gory. Oh my, is that a Nuristani you were speaking? It says, you know, Nuristani is the language of love. And if I did not miss here, did you just call me a brave sweetheart to Paragon, you? A chaste man would never do that. Be gone, Jezebel. I must focus. Well, look, there's a suitable hunting. Antelope or wolf? Wolf is more daring. I really like the idea of go get that wolf. Why the hell not? Face the worst. What a journey! What is a journey without peril? Show your courage, show your might, face the worst. Because I'm brave. Gonna feel a little bit reckless on the travel. But I just want a little bit of danger whilst we're over there. I'd like to get that wolf. Be spending quite a bit of fortune for this. Plus, it's just much faster prestige gain knowing that we'll be starting more wars, and of course, that means it's going to be costing more towards prestige unless we get to antagonistic, which we will soon. Spitamana is improving his prowess. Sunk in maturity populists. They're encroaching in. Oh yeah, I still plan on getting rid of that maturity minority when the time is right. How do you like me now? It's gonna take some convincing unless I get a hook on that man. Well, 80% chance of success. Vashava, my master of hunt, you're not infirm, right? It's a wonder that you're craven and yet you're the master of hunt. It's like, oh, I know where the animals are. I just don't want to, you know, hunt myself. Hunt it for myself, that's what he would say. So, anyways, he summons the party to gather. As the light reaches the camp and the drylets near Niyaz, my men have been gathering the sightings of the wolf that's terrorized the local area. We have plenty of pair of eyes, not to mention spears. The beasts reign at our ends today. The pack is the news, scavenging from farms and retreating deep into the woods. Say the rumors are true. You know, since we're hunting by the ox this river, you know what else is next to that region that used to exist at that time? Tigers. Particularly Caspian tigers. Why do we hunt those? I've learned a Nuristani language. I impress my knowledge. So there you go. Now I speak your tongue. So that culture accepts it, you know, to us. Yeah. Good luck trying to get that together. And once we're done, you're next. It is one. Okay. Hey, get back on your horse. Just as my steward Amir Mihraman started to dismount, legs still dangling in the saddle. My ignorant vassal Arash managed to bump his horse, sending him tumbling to the ground. Hey, this is no way for over to act. My courtier Washawa singles across the dry line. The whole wolf pack crouches in a hollow not far off. The beasts bolt up and approach, howling the alarm as they retreat to the spiny scrub. Fangs snarling. We chase the fleeing silver vermin. Focus on the largest group. Now begins the real chase. Now, use the bow. This way we'll head it off. I'm a bowman myself. Trying to be a bowman. My ruinous vassal crouches behind a spiny shrub ahead of me. Fully concentrated approaching dog. I glance down surreptitiously. This might be the best opportunity I get. Huh! Look, I don't like that son of a bitch, but he's one of my knights. Well, the not so good knights. And plus, he has lands. This is not the time. This time will come. One day. Ooh. We watch for the wolf from our concealed bow line. That's a great anticipation as the flusher cries and bang hounds grows louder. The silver dog suddenly leaps into the clearing ahead, fangs flailing, charges straight towards us in terror. Hold, he's mine. 70% chance the beast is shot, 6% chance of wound someone, 23% chance he escapes. I carefully take aim as the wolf charges towards us, paws pounding in the dirt. The arrow strikes true, straight into the beast's heart. That's how you do it. Hunts like these are pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. There's nothing like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Need the Rex Steed breaking up, definitely skinning the carcass, precision speed. Replace the eager dogs, share the spoils to stretch height, or the party for camp and home. Its lush pelt will be an excellent conversation piece. Keep it up, it will increase your prowess and your health. And perhaps your learning. Damn, I love hunting. And remember, my prowess will never ever decrease in the old age. Let me see. Horse is just for prestige. There will be a day where I hold a grand tournament here and just do an archery contest, and that would be pretty much it. But if I want to increase the wit, I would do board game. Do I really have to choose another? Hang on. Okay, yeah, you could choose one, and that's that. So, in theory, it would have to cost you this much. Because the base cost and a couple of other things. Unless you want to reduce the prizes. Which is just say, hey, this tournament's made cheaper because I just simply wanted to improve my bow skill. I don't give a crap about the prize. Just want to take for good fun. But we'll do that whenever we get more money for it. Antagonistic. So if you declare a single county conquest, this much. So I need to get that, and then that. So then you have this nor that. And after that, then you're gonna have to, you know, come down through there. And then Kashmir is ours. Right, this castle is rat-free. Huge health boost. Additional tax is excellent. Just a little more money for the war effort. For the upcoming war. No sense of urgency of getting another caravan master at the moment. In fact, I do recall we have a man here in prison who was formerly a caravan master, I believe, one of the travelers. Or is that the guy that I made of us? Yeah, that was him. Of course, the alternative would be, you know, them, who was formerly, you know, a caravan master themselves. Has traveled a bit, yes. You'll do. Yeah. Marathi Jayan. Come here. You're gonna be my new caravan master. terrified of me, that's good. It'll make the travel much safer. You know, I think it would be wise to start the war now. It'll take a couple of months to assemble army together, another couple of months travel, and then boom, we're right there. But bear in mind, they also are Doradas. So this mountain campaign continues. There's no reason to make another vassal out of him. Because each time we conquer each and every one of these, I will give him these lands. All of Pamir will be his one day. Yes. That's what it's going to go to. Look at you, holy warrior, military engineer. Get yourself a family and then you are good. $5 months, and then after 5 months it'll be 6 to be there. So just head straight to there. They're small. Should head to Akan first. Get everybody there, and then engage. If they move away, just head straight forward and just get the objective. So, what do you say about converting to Zunbilism? What do you need in return? I'll be willing to extend your contract or whatever. He is converted. Alright, thank you. Blessed be Zun. Mighty Bull himself. Alright. Now I gotta contend with that man. I never have time to romance rather than seduce, because 1, I'm chaste, and 2, more content with swaying fellow vassals. But don't worry, I'll make him more happy when I give him this land that we'll conquer soon. And it will conquer that entity, and then that. At least we had to get rid of the feudal and move in with the clan for that form of government there. Oh, I forgot. Here's the notorious wolf hide. Whoo! Look at that. Well, give me a moment. Arash has honored me with a visit. He's brought one of his courtiers along. Arash approaches me excited. Well met, Shah Katana. Pleased me to see you are driving here in bulk. Now it's going to be that Silvash might be one in the service court. He's talented, incredibly talented scholar. The price I will learn from. Make use of myself, but that doesn't seem possible. Oh yes, I remember him. I tried to befriend him. Yeah. Thank you. Come on over. You have a great sense of knowledge. Plus, if you're high learning and you're experienced in hunt, we might make you a new shaman. As much as I liked her, but she's getting a little old, you know? They don't appear to have enough money to hire mercenaries, which I did not check that part. He's here. Okay. Wants to study alchemy. Legendary. Oh, that means you're going to be pricey, aren't you? Oh, really? Half of that. Okay. You got it. How old are you, by the way? 44. A wise man. From Burma. You will not regret supporting me, Lord. My beneficiary, last one, publishers. Now, could I get some beakers and sulfur? I have much to study. Is there any specific area which I'd like to start investigating? I've always wanted to be talking about health, so I want to live forever. I always speak of health. Well, apparently there is room that I can hold one more domain, but for what reason exactly? This is another land of the Kafirs region. And so is that one. It's all land of Kafirs, in fact. She's brave. And this is the son of a concubine, who is going to be a dwarf. Huh. Devraz will be. Get around, everybody. Crush this army, then we'll take the objective, and we'll win. Hold it right there. Do you see what I see? Look what Jogit has. That building there. Strategic building. Knowing that one day we are gonna expand to there. Since I have a little bit of domain for myself, one day I'm gonna have to get rid of that, man. Two baronies, and this is with one. Unless you want to find other alternatives to hold. Like, say, you know, Bamiyan for a gym, but that's a long time ago. Sue, Sleeper, Devraz, and the cat. My marshal reports my lack of troops training with the current commanders run. This will cause a significant degradation of performance on the battlefield if commanded by present contrary generals, myself included. If I still choose, I could address the situation by staging complex and expensive maneuvers for everyone involved. Can't afford it, but yeah, this is gonna hurt a bit. Actually, well, we'll still have some money left over. We'll beat him up, and then we can get the money through loot, and we have our tidy income out. It'll pay for itself. I bumped into a very brave-looking Zaya, my alchemist. Hope it does bring you ill news and splendid textures sooner or later. Oh, there you are, my liege. I've hit a wall on my work. Nothing major. My idea's gone underground as the pressure mounts. I just need some inspiration, mighty shop. Might you have some prior examples I could examine? I know what you need. Sleeps. He's another one of the good ones. See, there'll be some loot left over for us once it's all said and done. Step out of my tent, siege camp spawns over me. A jumbled, hastily assembled wood and canvas shelters. The earth's teepees, lean-tos prompt up everywhere with sticks or rocks. Clusters of decrepit wagons, carts jammed with food and necessities. Soldiers rotating in shifts around the perimeter. Few banners floating in the wind. Smoke drifts on the wind. Throngs of men busy themselves among the tents and siege weaponry. The stench of dirt and sweat is thick and dreary, stinging my eyes. The smells mixed up with a strong tang of urine and a rancid odor of rotting wounds. A low routine approaches informs the siege of I gather my bodyguards head to the entrance camp. The Dama of Golagmuli stands for me, a wasteland of charred corpses and rubble, and the fields between. Empty carts dot the lanes, abandoned by panicked villagers, and stone houses stand darkened and looted. Windows shattered, frames dangling like tattered bandages, bodies are strewn everywhere, shrieks of agony fill the air. Black-veiled women scout among the scattered buildings, tossing supplies into the crude wagon. All limited looting. Down but vengeful. And imprison everyone who gives a damn. Like say, if you got any relatives, pay up. I've gotten the idea to attempt to align Mazabantunga to my interests. Perhaps I could argue that it's in the interest of all Dezawists to support me rather than any other Zunist ruler. Perhaps I should keep the divide at distance. Would be wise to do so. Off we go. I'm not holding that. You are. Right, trip back home again. Coming down the mountain. Wakan is a home of a famous way shrine that I happen to be passing by today. Locals tell us it's uncommon for travelers to spend even a few days praying here, for it's said that doing so will ensure safe passage for one's journey. I'm unsure how helpful a prayer this ever be, but at least pay my respect to Zunbil here. Just say a quick prayer and move on. I'm trying to get home. And trying to study immortality is oh yeah, this is the title that as for this, I find my beneficiary order must not all over desk. Besides that, when you heat up this powder, well, first back in it, then. Oh, good day, order must. Looks at the acknowledgement as DC to look a bit ashamed. You should be prepared for tomorrow's lectures. Shame on both of you. Back to work. It might be of higher quality. So conquer this, we don't have to usurp the title. As I made over to map the constable, sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My son, Artesura, appears in the hallway running like the wind towards me, shrieking, "Hugs!" He leans in closer and closer to my hips in a firm hug. I look at him, a hidden tear in my eye while my hand is stroking his hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. You're a good son. You are a good boy. We'll be sure to do another grand tour in the future, but that'll be after the conquest of the Vassalization Reformation by Queen Chindapa. This one. Obviously, nothing's changed from the old one. But they done reform the Permic faith up there. They have the 3 holy sites by the Queen of Pirim, who is a familial kinslayer. Caravanneers, Volga beekeepers, isolationalists. Another elixir of youth. Son of a beeswax. I know that thing. As the sun sets, I can open notice by my concubine, Spazala. It's again absent from our chambers. She had been present to the past. Now seems so far away, lost in a world of thoughts I can understand. She was rarely seen at court this week. I can't help but feel the sense of unease and tension here. Am I not good enough for her? Well, she did produce me a child. Is she just busy and overly distracted? What's going to slip it away from me? Into someone else's heart. I'll look it. Nanan learned the Aramaic language. I don't see how useful that would be around this part of the world. Cat's health continues to decline. Brave you are. Hey. Look. Vassalize. Meanwhile, this other one will not likely be vassalized. In fact, is near death. He'll be succeeded by this person who... Oh, he's going to be a tough customer. Tell you what, sending a gift and vassalize might be enough, but look, a salmonid. Denounced, club-footed, is terrified, but content. So we can, you know, look, they can, the man I've been given is Nancy, can have Pamir. Kashmir would be a different circumstance. And obviously when we become neighbors, that one's so unwilling to surrender to us as you are just a rump state. As we have no quarrel against the Kashmiris, Tibetans up there. Any of those who live in the Himalayas. That's pretty tempting. This is the old one. Artifacts useless too because you don't have a roll card. I just wanted to get rid of that, okay? Now, what do you say? Will not accept, but increase the opinion a little more, then maybe he'll be willing to accept. I would need that thing whenever that time comes. How about a pet? Let me see. 38, 30, 38. Well, I got 2 parrots and they're both female. Here, have the aggressive one. Because that one's mischievous. Here. Have a parrot. Oh, almost. I'll check back with you soon. Alright? Speak again. So, just want to raise a little bit of money, so that way I may have to send him a gift. And, and maybe we could get him without exception. Thank you. Exaltation. Hold it right there. Is this a hunt? It's another hunt! In Chaganian. Oh yeah, what happened to Jure? Died from internal injuries. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. He was a good man. And you are the son, obviously. You got it, I'll be there. That means I have to be spending little again. You know how I am. Just somewhat special in my religion, and then face the worst, because I'm a bit of a reckless driver, one would think. But no, we have the Dingaba Marathe man, who's got very good track record on safety. So we should be fine. So spend little, go on a little hunt, and then after I come back, and maybe, I don't know. If we manage to bag another animal, then and then we'll give him an artifact. It was with joy today that I received a visit from my friend Ashvadata and engaged him in a lengthy discussion about anything and everything, from the state of Rome to gossip about my courtiers passing by this or that remnants of the common past. It was a sense of thrill that he tried to persuade me to improve one of my skills under his tutelage. That could be anything. So, I do not have good learning. I prefer to go fishing. Not willing to risk that. It's been 100 years since the game start. Still have the punished poachers modifier in that county. So we are hunting a stag today. Forced stag hunt, because of course you've always forced it. My bill is impressed. I slightly increased my hunter trade experience. Look at that chattering knave, says. Hey. No way for you to act like that. My acquaintance not Jeff's first spot the branching atlas. The cunning buck is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the tall grass. Texas Van Dyck takes off at the beast, crying, "Come, it's getting away. You're gonna attempt to corner it with a spear? Oh, you dangerous person, you. Don't get hurt." We can hardly keep up with that blast beast as darts and weaves through the tree line, snorting wildly, scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket. The stag is gone as quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. The damn thing is gone. Everything that could go wrong seemed to do so. Gained 15 experience, so therefore I got the learning up and the prowess, along with the stress loss. Keep it up and you'll stack that up. Hunt more and hunt often. Alright, you're next. I don't see why that's a good idea then. I know she's my concubine, but give her that land? I mean, that costs way more. Just a simple conquest would do. There's no need to get extra with that. Alright, you nudist. We're gonna come over there and get you. Just to get ahead of time, go up there. I might be overconfident on that. Oh yeah, at least there's something for you to do. Where's the men-at-arms? Hurry up! damn months. It was a mistake to assemble up there. Okay, there's the men-at-arms. There they are. Now the Zunis made their way into Yarkand. Okay, that's enough. Stop gathering. Stop, stop, stop. All we need is the men-at-arms to combat them. We have the numbers. No need to go to overkill. Oh, Monsieur Piduk. Losing pets left and right. All I have is this parrot now. You got you pregnant. Lost against my man, Foray. They keep advancing westward, which I have no intentions to go there myself. That's up to my vassals. May not have the advantage, but we have the numbers. One left. One levy left and a couple of their knights. That's all they have left. Sun and air. Give me the money. Look at this screening. 94%. Stop swaying now. As I stood outside our private chambers, hiding behind the door, my heart was heavy and my mind filled with dread. I knew what I had to do. To apologize for my basest suspicions, I failed to knock by my own distrust. The room was filled with soft morning light and the scent of sweet incense. Spazala was standing in the middle of the room, face unreadable, but as I stepped closer I saw disappointment rise. I gather your spies have failed you, said quietly. Are you satisfied? I cannot bring myself to look at her as a confessed priest. I promise I'll never doubt you again. Sure, it's out there. Now let us start anew, she says, and a sad smile on her lips. And for now, let us leave the past behind us. You brighten this crusted heart. I strive to be more trusting. We got the Oxus bracelet. That's a court artifact. We gotta fix that and put that on display. I step out of my tower and rub my eyes. The siege camp sprawls on the floor. A crude, ramshackle city of canoes and court. Fierce flags bearing Heldrick birds are spread across barren crags. It smells of smoke and sweat and horse dung. My low retainer approaches and informs the siege center. I gather my bodyguards head to the edge of the camp. The Otak of Yasid stands before me. A charred graveyard. In the fields between the dead and dying lie. in 2 long rows, soot-stained and rigid. Smoke rises from flaming houses. Shock survivors stumble along the cobbled streets, clad in dusty remains of diggy ships and tattered cloaks. Loot the place and imprison everyone. Title of Kotal is gone now, as I will go home, and then after I go home again, and then start one more war for the episode for Gilgit. And also, this land is yours. That is unless if the title of Pamir is to be formed, which I had contemplated about doing this whole thing. After my successful suggestion, a grey raven brought before me. We found it holding. It must have belonged to Wakanum. Alright, another bird. What's the bird's name? I'm not there yet. Sealy. Sealy. Hi. Now what? Wants to go to Persia. Decent, alright, you got it. Oh, and the Oxus bracelet. Get rid of that prize bowl. This is for more prestige, more grandeur bonus. The courtly vassals will give you more tax. This bracelet of wonderful craftsmanship is said to hail from the land of Transoxiana. Though its inlaid in semi-precious stones is long lost, its gold retained its luster. Bracelets like this were gifts of honor at the courts of King of Kings of Antiquity. So perhaps it was worn once worn by the great lord in Babylon. Put that on display, but the thing is, we need an antiquarian for this. And a good one at that. Fix that bracelet. Not enough. Damn. It's good while it's lasted. Once I return to court, start one more war. Zunlad. It's got to do something with Zun. How about from an exotic animal this time, because I am a hunter and this would fit my personality, you know. And one day, we'll get up the horse soon the more I travel. I am 50 years old and I'm feeling good. $100 gold, you got it. And we have the horse breeders tradition. Alright. If there's anybody that ain't worth a damn that wants to get out, do so. It's a good amount of money that we need for whatever I need, but we'll do that all in the next episode. My vassals, as well as lower segment society, are getting restless. I've not established for a long time has not assembled the states around to plan our strategy over the long term. This is a costly affair and things can go sour if I lack the ability to cause a good impression on everyone. I must weigh carefully the pros and cons of organizing the whole affair. All that money that we just got? Summon everybody to the palace then! Out of the lack of respect and opinion, I discovered today that after much studying and browsing around council, one of the members of my council spent far more than he or she was allotted to. I'm far from that I suspect Satrap Kirgoman of Balk at his outrageous expense. I can imprison that man right now. But as a man of stewardship, so I'll amend the situation using my skills. Okay. Last war for the episode. Same procedure. Ye gods. As soon as the men-at-arms are deployed, stop gathering. Harugat. That'll be the name. Now our level of splendor is well known. Friend just died. Shorter truces and no prestige penalty for breaking them. If I want to, I can reset the perks and then get those two and get diplomat, so I can be much better. You've done it. It would be nice that I should go switch to learning, to go to scholarship, go for scientific, because I've been trying to get more innovations faster. You'll do. Keep forgetting. Traveler claiming to be employing my beneficiary, Waraz brought before me, carrying a message for the adventure. Fear not, my great lord, for Waraz is good health, bringing news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. See, it took a wrong turn now somewhere near Togo. Oh, that's way up there. And Angara, Kingdom of Angara, Siberian Kingdom. Waraz is trying to command on Ferals during to show me where to enter. He has enough funds to make it a person. It's fine, but I suggested some additional funding could chase up a local rumor and bring home a great artifact. Well, off you go then. To whatever's up there. Men-at-arms are present, so stop gathering. Another cat. Yes. Cats are a must-have. These are two baronies. Keep that one in mind. A special building there, which we have to bring that down, and then that too. I was able to lead it work at the States of the Realm in a most professional and enlightened way. Several important policies were implemented. A general feeling of cooperation was forged, and in the end I was able to impress her with my leadership skills. Now it is time to turn what really was planned. So, turn prestige with these states of the realm. Taxes up, and as well as development growth for all of the areas that I hold. That's great news. Especially here. And do not worry, we will take a break from offensive wars after this one. Old cursed cat hide. They ain't gonna do much. I step out of my tent on my sport. Siege camp sprawls like a foam. Heaving sea of temporary structures and cargo. Wooded siege towers and catapults. Flags hang limply in the rain-fogged air, whipped now and then by wind. Smell of smoke and sweat and horse dung. My lower team approaches and forms the siege ended. Kind of bargaining to the come. The Hakumata Balta stands for me. A lake of ruin. In the fields between, a dead and dying light scattered, abandoned to bugs and vultures. The gates are open, most walls demolished, a flanking tower is breached. A pall of grey smoke hangs over the Hakumata Balta, as do the black-feathered ravens. Corpses litter the hill, too numerous to tally. Shocked survivors stumble through the streets with hands over their eyes, yelling meaningless things and spreading panic with their stunned rampage. Loot the damn place. Defeat them in battle and we may win the war score, no doubt. We'll win the war, you know, get the war score. You know what I'm trying to say, right? God, look at the advantage of him. Glad he's on our side. Got him. Don't need to take this. Child of a mangy dog. Well, time to go home again. Here's your bit of land. Hey, stop that. Thank you. An obedient servant is a good servant. We'll end this episode as soon as I reach bulk. And I visited, you know, that place up there. And you have formed this title, even though you've spent it. That's good. I don't have to do that myself. Hey boy. Let me see. How would you like a prize bowl? Again, I'm willing to accept, but I would like to get you with no exception. Idea. You know, just get him in anyway. We'll do something about him. So I can say, yes, you are a vassal now, without ever having to fight a war over it. Wants to weave a historical record. You got it. Glad there's been a demand of that as of late. I know it forbids it, but should a day ever come where he did something wrong, we'll get rid of him. Obviously, this is an independent entity and will never accept vassalization demand because we're equals. We're not an empire. Keep that well in mind. So this takes care of most of Kashmir except for this entity here. Kashmir proper. So we'll have that. Then take this. Invade Punjab. In fact, We will get all of Punjab in the future. Well, now what? But that I don't need. Money's going elsewhere in the next episode. Just let me get home. And then we'll end it. There. So we'll take a break from all that conquesting. And maybe go on another hunt. Since I am such a hunter. I wonder how that happened. Did you do that? I don't know. But hopefully that's not part of the thinking out. Hey, ask him to vassalize. Get in here. And I'll transfer vassalage. Some time ago, it seemed as if the light of Buddhism was about to be extinguished in Khotan, when the city's new rulers who follow a different creed took over and established their own faith in the region. The survival of the Buddhist teachings looked grim for a while. That is now changing, for various reasons. Buddhism is returning to Khotan under the leadership of Kretapon Gongpa. Efforts have been undertaken to recover the city's ancient religious past. In particular, he's contributed funds and resources to restoring Gomati, previously and now again the most prominent monastery in Khotan. Rumor even has among the devout followers of the Buddhist teachings that the 8 protectors, the noble and mighty deities who defend the Dharma, have returned to Khotan and are now protecting it from the heavens. Interesting. Let's see what happens. You've done it! I admire you. They've retook Khotan. That's what happened. You're vassalized. Now stop raiding yourselves. Nobody has Herat. Give it to the bull. Here. Your responsibility. Okay. Now we can end this episode. So yeah, we had to expand to the mountains first, which we would say this is the hard part. But things will get easier from here, as you know. In the next episode, we do a bit of hunting and some archery, and then we'll be back on the offensive to Kashmir proper, and then the invasion of the Kingdom of Punjab, which we will control all of it. Just 3 North Indian wars, and then that's that. And then we'll turn our attention to Transoxiana to conquer Sogdia, Ulstrasana, and Fergana. That's all we need to do. Which there is a pretty good chance that there's a very good chance that we may restore the Hephthalite Empire on the same life as he. I'm making a tremendous effort for this. But sooner or later, we're going to have to run into problems due to the number of vassals because the limit and such, so we may want to do a grand tour sooner or later. So, we hope you people have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.